G'day,
Hello there,
I'm Aussie Robbo.
I'm English Gent, and we've got a very special unboxing. It's been a while, but this is Disney related, it's Star Wars related. Come and see what we've got right after this little animation.
So Dan, what have you bought?
So today we have got the first thing we could think of buying this recent Star Wars Day. So Star Wars Day is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, belated. And Disney surprised us in the UK this year because they actually released something from Galaxy's Edge. Something that we didn't have to go all the way to Walt Disney World to get. We didn't have to stand in Dok-Ondar's in Batuu. And yeah, really excited for this. So this is the first release, official release in the UK and outside the US in general, of AHSOKA Tano's lightsabers, and we're going to have open this box. I've literally opened it here, haven't opened it, still sealed inside. So this is pretty much a blind boxing, haven't seen any reviews. So I'm really excited to look at what these are going to be like and how it's all set up. So they've really packaged this well. It came in a box with some other items because, let's face it, I always buy more than one thing from Disney. This was bought online at Disney Store for ourselves. We're lucky enough to live in London, so we have the flagship store still open on Oxford Street, and they actually have them on sale as well, which I saw the next day, well, saw the same day. But I'm actually quite glad because it's come really packaged nicely and protected in thick polystyrene, double boxed, and shrink wrapped. This is going to be quite heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. So there we are, bigger than the usual size boxes. Anybody who goes to Galaxy's Edge and has bought lightsabers or even seen them in the shop at Dok-Ondar's knows that they come in these kind of crate style things. This is very solid wood and it's a lot deeper than I thought, and nicely shrink wrapped. Details on the bottom about batteries, etc., that you're going to need inside it. I don't know what any of this does, if there's any surprises. But yeah, so let's crack into it. Let's get something sharp. So AHSOKA for me was a character that I did not care for when the Clone Wars animation series first started, but like anything, she grew on me, and yeah, now she's one of my favourite characters. We've got quite a few bits and bobs connected with AHSOKA. Toys, we've got some figures on the way from Hot Toys. I actually already own a pair of lightsabers that we bought from our last trip, which will be coming up soon in another unboxing. But they were our old ones. These are her newer ones. So we've got, I think it's a printed, lacquered box. It's definitely wood.
It's a wooden box, yeah?
It smells quite nice as well. Yeah, it actually smells really nice. It's got that kind of a piney smell to it and a printing spell. So we've got the owl, which represents AHSOKA in many of the sort of different shows we've seen her in, comics, books, etc. And then we've got the Arabesh around different parts of the box. So we've got the fully heavy, thick, fully painted box, which I'm impressed by already. So as we're saying, it's got Arabesh written on the top and this side here. And then it's got some scribblings around the side, but they're very distorted, so I can't tell what they are. So that's really nicely done.
So what does it say in the box?
So that is AHSOKA, I believe. So I'm guessing, yep, that's AHSOKA TANO, AHSOKA Tano. I do remember a few things about it. Oh!
So what is the music, Darren?
So you're listening to the smooth sounds that are AHSOKA and the 501st. The 501st is the battalion who basically backed AHSOKA and actually went so far as to paint the helmets in her sort of style, which was seen on the finale of the Clone Wars series on Disney+. And we've got that here, that's Captain Rex in the background there. No idea how long this lasts for. Oh, there we go. It's a limited edition. There's 6,000 worldwide. So that includes Disney Store in Oxford Street, Shop Disney UK, Shop Disney US, and then Galaxy's Edge, and I believe Disneyland as well. Their Galaxy's Edge. So that roughly means that I think they did 2,000 online in the US. I think we may have got maybe 1,000, and then the rest I'm assuming would have gone to Galaxy's Edge. Either way, really glad we got them, and actually for us it was a bit of a breeze. I was there at 8 o'clock, they were there. So you've got limited edition plaque. I think it's kind of like a, yeah, it feels metallic. Printed strangely, but it feels metallic. This is 4196 of 6,000. So I've actually owned these sabers before. These were the first sabers I actually ever got imported from Galaxy's Edge when it first opened. However, I needed space, I needed money, so I sold them about a year and a half ago during the middle of lockdown when I wasn't working, and this is a really lovely opportunity because I've been able to get them back, and this is great because they've come back in a much better way. So let's have a look at these sabers. These are Ahsoka's later sabers. So she had some other ones during the Clone Wars. These are later versions. They all both have a bent design, and as you can see straight away, they're both made very different sizes.
Why are they different sizes?
So you've got a long and a short. I think it's quite obvious why you've got a long and a short. One of her arms is shorter than the other. No. So this is called a Shoto or Shoto blade. So this hilt would have been given to Jedi who were shorter of stature. So basically Ahsoka when she was younger, or Yoda is another one. There's lots of smaller characters where the larger saber hilts would have been way too big and out of proportion for them. So the difference is with Ahsoka, she decided to carry it forward and she basically used it as an extra blade, which gave her a very different fighting style. The longer one, I would say there's not much difference in weight between the two, considering there's a considerable size difference. But as the ones I had before, they don't look any different to the ones I had before. Maybe slightly better tooling, maybe, possibly. These don't look as scratched up as mine did when I got my original ones. And the rubber, there's like a rubber sort of detail that goes along the side here. And that side there, that's done a lot better. So, this is the question. What do they do? It's all very well having two pieces of metal, but what do you do with them? Well, they have, as you can see, they have a button here. We've got labels all over them. I always get those taken off using Gugon. And you've got the battery pack, which is down here. This is where you have your actual blades.
So they come with batteries?
That's a good question. We have yet to find out. So these do actually come with batteries, thankfully. I think it actually well, it looks like it says, it tells you how many batteries you need, but it doesn't make it clear. But I get the sense it does, because this came with batteries in the music. So you remove the cap end. Each saber is slightly different to each other, the way you remove the cap. And then there's a little capsule, and that's where all the magic happens. You don't have a kyber crystal, sadly.
What type of batteries are they?
So, I think it's AAA, 3 AAAs per saber, which is the same as the ones we've got. They literally slot in there, and there's like a groove that is a guide as to how, so you can't put it in the wrong way. It will literally slot straight in, and then by putting the cap on the end, give it a good screw, because we love a good screw. That's in place, and it pushes the battery pack up into the sort of socket that's in the end there for all the digital magic. So I think we ought to get these sabered up. So sadly, the UK isn't selling the actual blades as yet, so anybody who buys them in the UK needs to either buy 2 of the legacy sort of standard lightsabers that they're selling, which nobody really wants to be doing because that's expensive. Or they're having to get them imported or go to Disney World or Disneyland in the US and buy them there. Again, because of the sizing of the blades, this one comes with a shorter blade, this one should have a longer blade. Because it just looks good in pictures. So we've actually been to Galaxy's Edge a number of times now since it opened. We've been lucky enough to go, very privileged to go. And we've also bought a few sabers back. And as such, we've collected some blades along the way. I bought extras last time I went because I thought I'm going to need them in the future in case one breaks or whatever. So we've got the shorter one and we've got the longer one. There's also a medium sized one that you can get out there. So putting the blades together and getting it all set up is really easy. It's a bit daunting at first if you've never done it before, but essentially each of the sabers comes with a cap to stop dirt from getting in there, to stop anything getting sort of damaged. And there's all these little grooves in there, same as this end, but for the plastic. So if I could have a short blade, please, thank you. So on each blade they have notches, one large, one small, and essentially you just rotate. Ooh, this makes the sound effect is the kind of pre-activation. Once you've done that, you need to know you just push down and you twist. Then find your button. On this one, it's here. It can be various different places depending on the Jedi. And then ignite, and hopefully it will do its thing. Yeah, that's nice. There you go. It's really quick and easy to switch them on and off. It's longer than I see them. Oh no! Please be careful when using these. This feels really nicely balanced.
They both sound like they make the same sounds.
They are. So, there are a number of things that are different. There are a number of things that are different with these lightsabers and why she had them later. So the other ones were during the Clone Wars. They were green, but they also changed colour as well. She got in a little bit of trouble with the Jedi Order and she ended up leaving. And Anakin, who was her master, kept the blades while she was out of the Jedi Order. And then when she returned at the Fall of Mandalore, the Battle of Mandalore, he gave them her back. And she kept them until the fall of the New Republic and the end of the Clone Wars, where she had to fake her own death essentially. So she ran off and faked her own death with Captain Rex, and she got rid of her old ones. She buried them to give the sense that she'd been killed in action on the run. And then a year passes. So as it's coming up in Kenobi in a few weeks, there are Sith hunters who go out and hunt down surviving Jedi. Ahsoka ends up defeating one of these Sith hunters and actually takes the Kyber crystal. The Kyber crystal is what is held inside the actual hilt and makes the saber what it is, the colour, etc. Sith ones are red because they've been bled into, and she made them white because she purified the crystals with the Force. And she wasn't a Jedi, she's kind of like I guess Gandalf the White would be the best way to describe it. She was kind of like a neither here nor there, and she's still not there now in The Mandalorian, so we'll see where that goes. But essentially that's why she's now got these white sabers. She purified the crystals, and yeah, I'm really impressed with it.
So these are the ones that she uses in the TV show in The Mandalorian Season 2?
These are the ones that she used from after the Clone Wars, 18 years before the Battle of Yavin, which was a new hope to everybody who watched the films. And then she's still gotten to the modern day in The Mandalorian, which I was really pleased to see that she's got the same blades, and hopefully we'll get to see a bit more action with her in her own series and in The Mandalorian.
And these aren't the ones that change colours?
No. So we're going to have another upcoming unboxing, which is going to be her previous ones from the Clone Wars. They're a little bit special. They're also from Doc Ondar's in Galaxy's Edge, and they have a few little differences that you don't get with other lightsabers, so we'll be excited to show you those and also compare them once we've got them all sort of out and playing. So for anybody who owns these sabers, whichever ones you've got, they all work the same in regards of ignition. There is something rather nice about sabers which are a pair, whether it be Darth Maul's or two separate hilts like this. It's getting them in stereo. So, these feel a bit more responsive than my previous ones as well. One thing I've noticed with the longer blades, often they discolor slightly towards the end.
So what's your final evaluation of these, Darren?
I'm really glad I got them back. I'm really glad I got them back because it was a kind of a reluctant sale in the first place. So it was a real surprise for them to pop up this week in the UK. It was kind of like all my birthdays came at once, and Disney Store UK, Shop Disney UK, did an amazing job getting them to us in standard post within a couple of days, and they've been packaged perfectly. Like I say, the tooling feels like it's been done. It feels cleaner than the ones I had before. I don't know whether I just had a bad batch. So I did that. These have got no sort of dings in them, which my other ones did. They're very clean. Can't wait to get the stickers off, all the warning stickers, because there's loads of them. And yeah, so I'm going to be making sure these are on show as soon as I get my AHSOKA Hot Toys through the post. Yeah, I'm really pleased with them. They feel really good. She made them out of, in the story, she made them out of scrap metal, and then tooled together the pieces she needed to finish them off with the sixth brother from the sixth sister from the Sith Hunter, the Jedi Hunter. So it has that kind of like heavy metal feel to them, whereas some of our other ones are a lot lighter. This has a definite heavy feel. Yeah, I considering we weren't going to buy many of these, we seem to be getting an awful lot of them. So the question that really needs to be asked is, how much do these cost? So in the US, they're normally anything between $120 to $200 plus, depending on the saber, the size of it, whether it's a double one, etc. Some you have to buy two of, some you'll get in a door pack like AHSOKA. This one set us back £300. Lucky enough, I had a little bit saved just in case for Star Wars Day. But yeah, £300, and then I believe $400 in the US. So it actually worked out about the same in regards of translation, which is very rare. So for me, yeah, I'm happy to pay that price because I didn't lose anything from selling my others, so that's great. So £300 is a lot to buy it for, but they're limited edition as well. They've now sold out, so it's going to be secondary market. So please let us know if you've been to Galaxys Edge, or indeed you've had them imported, or indeed you've bought these. I'd like to know which ones are your favourite and why. If you could have a lightsaber made which you don't currently have, which one would it be? And don't forget to like and subscribe. So we'll be uploading our photos and videos of this new set of lightsabers, so a bit more close up and detailed. And that will be on our social media, which is Twitter, which is Robbo and Gent on Twitter. Instagram, Aussie Robbo and the English Gent. I know it's a long one, it's a mouthful. This has been a really exciting unboxing for me, one that was a complete surprise and wouldn't have known about a week ago. Thanks for joining us in this unboxing. Hopefully it sparks something in you in your collection, and we'll see you next time for more lightsabers. Bye bye.